Questions for Sincere, and we'll start with Shahan.
Hey, Sincere. For you, when Coach Traylor came in, what was it exactly about the situation that kind of helped you buy in so quick? And how big do you think it was that both you and Rashad kind of took lead with the team?
As soon as Coach Traylor came into the room, after the whole coaching changes, we was just kind of devastated a little bit because, we were so used to Coach Wilson. And then once Coach Traylor came in, me and Shad talked to each other, was like, gonna give him a chance. And his character, the way he the way he led and the way he talked and spoke, we was like, we're gonna give him a chance. And we was kind of getting everybody else on board because everybody was kind of still iffy. But that was the big emphasis to get the team on board. And me and Shai was just talking to each other. It was like, we got to get this going. We got to get this rolling. Don't let this stop us from achieving our goals. And that was the main focus.
Coach was telling me earlier this week that when he got the job, one of the first things that the president of the university did was give him your guys' numbers. I mean, what kind of relationship do you have with some of those administrators? And what does it mean that, guys all the way up to the president's office have y'all's back?
It means a lot that, with us coming in and, how everything changed, that, having Coach reach out to us and talk to us personally on the cell, it meant a lot. It meant that he's serious about business and that, the university got our back, that we should just trust the university and we can just go forward with it.
JJ Perez.
Hey, Sincere, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Let me ask you about the expectations that's surrounding this football team headed into this season. There's a lot of guys on watch list and getting a lot of awards. How do you guys kind of manage that versus last year when you guys weren't on the radar of anything?
Well, the favorite thing our coach loves to say is don't eat the cheese. So last year's in the past, and we had our standard. We're trying to exceed our standards, go above and beyond. We went 7-5. It was okay, but we know we got a lot more in the tank. With COVID, with the thing that happened during COVID, it had played a lot of factors, and we're trying to go above and beyond everything else that besides what happened last year. So this year we're looking forward to a great season.
Tell me about how your offseason has gone. You've been a workhorse for this team the last few seasons. Where are you at with your strength and conditioning, and how do you feel headed into this season?
I feel great. Best straight coach in the country. Ryan Farlow's been getting us right, having tight end datas on us. I PR'd at a 22. The big emphasis was just getting my speed up. That's the thing that I was focusing on this year because I felt kind of slow last year. It was a little heavier. This year is just the speed.
Ryder Martin.
Hey, Sincere, Ryder Martin from the Paisano. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. You?
Doing good. So I wanted to ask you, of course, you got named the preseason Conference USA Offensive Player. You're on a couple preseason All-American teams, second teams, Doak Walker preseason watch list. What does this mean for you individually as a player, and how much does that motivate you to go out and really show out for your guys this season?
It means a lot. All the 10 other guys that's out there also played a huge part in the way that, I perform out there. I'm happy to have the guys out there with me. And each and every moment that, I take a step out there, I'm playing for those guys. I'm putting my butt on the line just as they put their butt on the line like me. But it means a lot. It's something that I expected from myself because I hold myself to a high standard. And it just helps that I have coaching staff and not just coaching staff, but medical staff too, behind my back too. So it's a big thing.
Thank you, Sincere.
And Greg Luca.
Sincere, you mentioned this a little bit earlier, but you talked in the spring about getting faster. I'm wondering if you have any kind of numbers on that or what sort of progress that you've seen at this point with that effort.
We have a tight end data that Ryan Follow had given us. At first it was a 20, then it gradually grew to a 21, and then I PR recently to 22. If you ever want to check it out, you got to talk to some of the coaches. But I've gradually seen my progress, and just the emphasis that he put into us while we out there is to keep our stride strong and keep running fast as we can.
Are those numbers your speed, like miles per hour?
Yes, sir.
How do you think that that's going to impact you on the field? Do you think that makes a big difference in what you're capable of?
It's going to make a huge difference being 205 instead of 215, not eating too much cheese. I mean, But overall, that's the biggest emphasis is just being 205 and being nice and fit and being able to last one play longer than my opponent.
All right, last question for Sincere from Brett Vito.
Hey, Sincere, just quick question for you here. How much of a difference did the success you guys have last year make for the program going forward? Do you think the perception of UTSA football and some things changed last year because of your success?
Yes, sir. The expectation from last year, it boosts up a lot of confidence. The community as well. The community see that UTSA is doing a lot, and just to have the community behind us, it shows that we're something bigger than we were in the past in the years. But overall, this year, this coming up, we're looking forward to it. We're ready to play, and it's going to skyrocket us up next year.
Thanks.
All right, and I think we may have one more question from Sincere. I don't have a name, but I do see editor on the screen. If you would give your name and your affiliation.
Yeah, hey, Sincere, it's Larry Ramirez at KSAT 12 Sports. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Yourself?
I'm doing great. Hey, so listen, I wanted to ask you, I was recently talking with Malcolm Brown at that gym that he opened up with a couple of buddies in Stone Oak, and he was telling me that you, Frank, and Rashad are now the faces of San Antonio football. When you hear something like that, which I totally believe, but when you hear something like that, how does that make you feel knowing that you're one of the three faces of San Antonio football? And of course, what maybe pressure at all comes with representing San Antonio and the UTSA program?
It's a lot. Like my coach said, don't eat the cheese. So with that being with a guy like Malcolm Brown saying that, and having me, Rashad, and Frank is one of the top guys in San Antonio, it means a lot to us. But we know that we got to keep ourselves, focused and maintain that, nobody gets outside each other. But we're happy and excited to have, Malcolm Brown have a little shop out there for us to go and work out with. Shout out to Malcolm Brown. Thank you for shouting us out. But it's a lot of love, and he doesn't just, give us a gym to work out, but he also gives us the inside of the next level. And that's the kind of guy he is. And we're looking forward to it.
Awesome. Sin, I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Sincere, thank you very much for joining us. Best of luck this season.
Thank you.